What's up, duelists? We're back with another video, and today I'm testing out a deck that I think has a lot of hidden potential. This is my first attempt at a Fortune Lady deck. I know that this deck catches a lot of flack for being unplayable garbage, but I wanted to try it out and see if that's true, because it has some very unique cards, namely Fortune's Future, which is really strong. It's just a themed Pot of Greed, and not many decks get this type of card, so I wanted to test it out and just see if it's unplayable, if it's not unplayable, if it's actually pretty solid or whatnot. I'm gonna go through the deck in just a second, but I want to say thank you to you guys for selling out RBET Indianapolis. It's gonna be a banger event. Chicago and Santa Clara are on their way to being sold out as well. So if you are going to those events, you want to sign up as soon as possible. I believe that there are about 50 spots left in each of those. So if you want to go ahead and sign up for those, you can check the description below or go to the Really Big Yu-Gi-Oh Discord to find instances for the signups. There's not instances. What is it? You can find the links. That's what we're trying to say here. All right, let's get into the deck. So the way this deck works is you use Fortune Lady Light. When it leaves the field by a card effect, you can special summon any Fortune Lady monster from your deck. Usually you're going to be getting Fortune Lady Dark. So you're going to be trying to use Fortune Lady Light plus Future Vision, Dimension Gate, Compulsory Evacuation Device, Torrential Tribute, one of these mini effects, or things like yugioh to have it be banished during the end phase, and then special summon the Fortune Lady Dark from your deck. This is the main sort of core of the engine. You bring out a 2000 beater that grows every standby phase, and then can also special summon more Fortune Ladies from your deck. But once you already have the Fortune Lady Dark in play, next you'll get Fortune Lady Water, which just gives you a free draw 2 cards. So that's really powerful. There's a lot of card draw in this deck, but there is also some strong removal. Fortune Lady Fire and Fortune Lady Wind act as your removal. Fortune Lady Fire blows up target face-up monsters, and it also burns your opponent for the attack that it destroys. And then Fortune Lady Wind destroys spells and traps equal to the number of Fortune Lady monsters you control. We're citing extra copies of those for the matchups where they're useful. Summoner Monk is your most powerful second summon because you can pitch any spell to turn it into a Pot of Greed and get 2 free bodies out of it with Fortune Lady Water, as long as you have a Fortune Lady monster that isn't water already in play. Chaos Sorcerer is obviously a strong card, helps set up the Fortune's Future and return from the different dimension. Cyber Valley is just an extra 1-for-1 target in this deck, but it also works well banishing a Fortune Lady to set up for the Fortune's Future and the return as well, and then 1 yugioh to go with Fortune Lady Light once you're already set up. 3 Upstart Goblin, 2 Gold Sark, and Allure, as well as 3 Fortune's Future mean you're going to dig through your deck pretty consistently. You're going to see your monsters pretty consistently. 1-for-1's extra copies of all the things that you really want in this deck, basically Cyber Valley and Light. True Nade works well with different Dimension Gate and Call of the Haunted, as well as Future Visions on the turn that you go for your big push. And then Future Visions is going to be your key way of triggering Fortune Lady Light, as well as getting monsters into the banish zone for Fortune's Future. The rest of the traps are just stuff that triggers Fortune Lady Light or keeps you alive. I'm not playing Solemn Judgment, although I probably should be, because we may need to use our life total as a resource if we don't have Light early enough. The side deck is a bunch of cards I wanted to try, but didn't have main deck space for, so we're going to try all of them and see how it goes. As far as the extra deck goes, none of it matters. The only card we can actually make is Chimera Tech with this build. But this is a cool deck, and I think it's really underrated. I do think that it's not garbage tier. I think it's closer to mid tier, but that's just on paper. I haven't really played much with it. We're gonna attempt it. We're gonna try it out. I think that there's a lot of unique, powerful cards in this deck that don't exist in other archetypes, and it's worth exploring for sure. Especially because it's an eternal format, so might as well try out everything that we can and see how far we can take certain strategies. The cards like Fortune Lady Wind and Fortune Lady Fire really surprised me as uniquely strong effects, and Fortune Lady Light is also very uniquely strong. This opening hand doesn't have Fortune Lady Light. We could use Gold Sark to search for it, but we also don't have a great way to banish it. We do have this guy, so it might be worth doing Gold Sarking for Fortune Lady Light here. I think that might be the play. Other than that, I'm not really sure how we're going to approach the next turn or so. I think we may want to get Fortune Lady Water into play. Yeah, I think that's the plan, and then we just let it die, and then we use Call of the Haunted to turn it into a Pot of Greed later on. So I think we're going to go Gold Sark for Fortune Lady Light. This is a pretty slow hand. I can't lie. This is a pretty slow hand. We may also want to use this with the Dimension Gate, but I'm thinking of saving the Dimension Gate to go with Fortune Lady Light, so that's probably going to be the plan. I may set the water, I think. Yeah, it's probably going to be set water. No, it's got to be normal water. So we'll normal water, and we'll set compulsory. So water has pretty terrible stats. It's only 1200, but it will grow on the next standby phase, which is not terrible. And I'm going to set Call of the Haunted as well, and just say, fuck it, if you have Heavy Storm, you have Heavy Storm. If they have Heavy Storm, then they won't be able to clear the gate later on, and then we'll get a targeting banish for any monster. It's actually a really strong card. It banishes any monster on the field, face down or face up. And it only returns those monsters if it's destroyed. So if we bounce it with something like Bryonic or Giant Trunade, monsters don't come back. So if Heavy Storm is gone, then this turns into a much stronger card, basically. Or if they Caius it, for example, then monsters won't come back. So it's a cool card. I actually think it's got really sick art. It reminds me of, like, I don't know, like fantasy art back in the day, like old school fantasy art. Okay, here comes Magna Drago. That's gotta be okay. So it looks like he's playing Disaster Dragon, most likely. This is kind of exactly what we wanted. We wanted the water to die here. That way we can use the Call of the Haunted to dig through our deck once we get that. If this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent against 200 attack, that's totally fine. We can always bounce that, or the synchro he chooses to make. I am not too pressed by anything that's happening here. Like I said, this deck is going to need to use its life total as a resource. Future Visions is usually one of the best cards at helping us do that, because Future Visions makes it so that your opponent is like slower at aggroing you out, and right on cue, there it is. Exactly the card we wanted to draw here. So I'm going to play that right now. I'm going to play Future Visions and then just pass the turn. We're going to take 1600, but it's unlikely he'll be able to mount much other pressure outside of using something like Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon at -1, which I'm more than happy to let happen. We may even consider using compulsory on the Red Eyes Darkness Metal during the battle phase. We'll see, though. We'll see how it goes. This is going to be an interesting game for sure. Future Visions is really nice, though. It does slow the game down in our favor, because our summons aren't as stunted as his summons will be. This is going to connect for 1600. So, let's see what he wants to do. He can also set monsters. There's going to be a Burial from the Different Dimension in the main deck. I do hate that for myself, but I do have Yugioh, which is nice. So, that's fine. I'll take that 1-for-1 trade. It's not too big of a deal. And he's going to set a monster here. Makes sense to me. We've drawn it a Return from the Different Dimension, which is pretty solid. I'm going to go ahead and normal Yugioh. I'm going to use the effect of Future Visions. And then the effect of Yugioh will be Chain Link 2. It's unfortunate we can't chain block because Future Visions is mandatory. So that'll have to be Chain Link 1. But it is what it is. So I'm going to normal this. Visions 1. Can get 2. Target light. Okay, cool. So this is all working out. So he's going to get banished. Light is going to get summoned. He's going to get banished. And then this is going to get 200 attack, basically. Alright. How does this work? Special summon it, but banish this card. Banish it when this card leaves the field. So since he leaves the field, Light gets banished. Light effect. So this gets banished, I think. Yeah, because he's banished Chain Link 1. Light effect will activate. This will special summon probably Fortune Lady Light from our deck, I think. I need to think about this a little bit more thoroughly. It could be Fire. Fire would blow up the Magna Drago, and that might be a little bit better into his back row. We might go Fire here. Or we could go Light and then Dimension Gate his set monster, and then Light into Fire. Let's special summon another Light. Let's do this. Let's go for the Dimension Gate play. This is such a cool deck, and I think that, like, it's very underrated because you have a lot of lines that are kind of complicated and interesting. First things first, I'm going to call the haunted, target water. Unfortunately, we will get owned by torrential tribute here, but water is going to give us a nice draw too. So activate the effect, to draw. Okay, so we're going to be able to draw 2 cards here. We drew into Terraforming Torrential. Terraforming's not great, but Torrential's not bad, actually. I'm going to go with the different dimension gate at this time. Probably targeting the set monster and the light. Target light and set monster. Set monster will be banished face down, I believe. I think. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, wait. Perhaps not, actually. Yeah. Yeah, so set monster and light. So if this resolves, then we get to summon another monster from our deck. And I'm not sure if I want to go with another light, but I think I'm going to go with fire. Yeah. I think it's banished face up. I should Google this, but I'm not going to because I'm lazy. And I'm locked in right now. Okay. Okay. Effective light activates. Let's see. Activate the fucking light effect. Dude, Dueling Book be lagging, bro. I'm in the middle of a complex fucking sequence and Dueling Book be lagging. Alright, here comes Fortune Lady Fire. Fortune Lady Fire is going to activate, destroying the Magna Drago and inflicting 1800 to the opponent. This card is insane. It's just Ring of Destruction. Gonna chain Torrential. Okay, that's totally fine by me, actually. I'll happily take that. Then we're gonna go ahead and set our own Torrential. Heavy Storm is gonna own us. This gets destroyed as well, because that's where the water was. He could have used that Torrential on the water summon to actually fuck us over pretty hard. Because this guy says if this is special summon while you control Fortune Lady except Fortune Lady Monster Water, I believe that won't work if Torrential's Chainlink 2. And then destroying Fortune Lady Light Chainlink 2 or higher will make it miss timing. So he actually could have owned us pretty hard with the Torrential Tribute there if he had hit the light. But we have the yugioh coming back next standby phase, so we would have been able to rebuild. So despite it being like pretty bad, I think that like we would have been able to rebuild regardless, which is nice. And then he would have also gotten his Wyvern in the grave, which would have been a little more annoying. But we're getting absolutely owned by Heavy Storm regardless. I think we need to start applying a little bit more pressure. So I am going to set the return just because we need to make something happen next turn. So I'm going to pass the turn back. Yeah. I think something that's going to happen next turn is I may go return and then torrential my own monsters, the double lights, and then get double dark and then start playing the game that way. His torrential is gone, so I feel pretty confident playing into most things. So standby phase, we're going to go ahead and get back the yugioh. Or it might be better to actually play a little bit more passively on this. Let's upstart Goblin and get our full information first, because I don't really want to torrential away my guy. So let's upstart Goblin here. Oh, that is a very good draw. That makes me want to blow up all of his back row. How does this work? This is you can. So it'd be Chainlink 2, Future Visions would be Chainlink 1. Okay. Let's figure this a little bit. Big think. What's our best way to gain market share here, more or less? Is it return and try to nuke all his back row? I think that's pretty greedy. Because then I don't really have a way to get rid of my fortune. Oh, I guess I could compulse one of my Fortune Lady Lights. That's actually pretty good. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to return here and pay 3,100. and just see if this works. Okay, cool. So we're going to get double Fortune Lady Light. They each have 200 attack. I think the correct play is to compulse target one of them now. And then depending on how the water draws, we can sort of decide how we want to proceed from there. Because we can either summon Fortune Lady Light and get another monster from our deck, a dork from our deck or something like that. Yeah. Effect to draw. Draw 2. Okay, we drew another Future Vision. So we've drawn all 3 Future Visions. That's kind of unlucky. On resolution, they're going to trap Dust Shoot us. That's fine. I still have my normal summon. I'm going to go ahead and set the attack and defense while he's deciding there. So I can decide to normal summon the Wind, the Light, or the Cyber Valley, and all of them are going to be good choices for us. Drawing 3 Future Visions is a little bit unlucky, but we've drawn half our deck, so I can't really complain, you know? And we still have the board position. We still have card advantage out the ass. It's going to take Fortune Lady Wind. Pretty happy about that, honestly, because we can gain access to that in other ways. So that's going to get shuffled. Now, I'm not exactly certain how Cyber Valley works with Fortune Lady Light. This is something I was like curious about, but I think it says banish both those targets, then draw 2 cards. I think it makes Fortune Lady Light miss timing, but I'm not sure. This is something that's actually kind of important to like what's happening right now. Either way, I'm going to banish the water just because, yeah, I guess this Fortune Lady Light's going to get banished in the end phase. Anyway, so it might be worth doing it with the Cyber Valley. Then I guess I need to look it up. Hold up. I need to look up ruling. Okay, Cyber Valley, Fortune Lady Light. We're going to find out real quick. So you missed the timing and cannot activate. Okay, so we will not be able to activate Fortune Lady Light. Not that it matters because summoning Cyber Valley will get it banished by Future Visions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to summon the Light, and then I'm going to activate Future Visions, targeting the Light. It's going to banish the Fortune Lady Light. I should maybe be playing 3 water, now that I'm seeing how powerful this engine is, actually. I should maybe be playing 3 water. But we're going to special summon, that has to special summon an attack. No, we can special summon in defense. We're going to special summon Fortune Lady Dark in defense. 2,000 defense is pretty strong here. And then I'm going to go ahead and just start attacking. Because, fuck it, we ball. Alright, so it's going to be 200 to the face. 400 to the face. And then 1,200 to the face. I think this getting banished by return is considered a card effect. So that's going to be something that happens. But I'm going to double check that too. Fortune Lady Light, return from the different dimension. Okay, let's see. Return from the field of the hand. You can activate. I'm losing my train of thought. I'm just going to assume it works because I don't know why it wouldn't. It's getting removed from the field by a card effect. So that makes sense to me. So this will activate. Oh, wait. It wasn't normal summoned or flipped face up. I guess it just stays. That's fucking weird. That's fucking weird. I guess this gets banished by return. And then this effect will activate. And then this will bring out a dark from the deck. Yeah, I absolutely should be playing 3 waters. Because, like, it just seems like it makes the most sense. But, hey, here we are. Cool. And as long as these guys stick around, they'll start getting stronger. We do have Torrential, which is maybe not the best. I've maybe played this suboptimally. I don't really know how all this shit is going to work. But he can't really reversal us because if he does, if he summons anything, Gold Sark, that's fine. If he summons anything, it just gets banished by Future Vision. So he has to like set cards. And then Fortune Lady Dark can just run those over, special water, and then we can start getting infinite draw that way, which is really nice. Yeah, alt arts. Can't say I'm a fan. This looks... I've discussed my opinion on this alt art before. I think it's quite bad. Searching Red Eyes is interesting. You must have return. Yeah. But that's honestly fine. Like... I don't think this matters too much. So, like, these guys get summoned. So now the different dimension gate is not attached to anything. All the monsters that have been banished have been, like, summoned, rebanished, that sort of thing. This is fine. He can't convert the Red Eyes. That's fine. So I think he can't convert the Red Eyes, but the issue is if... Synchros here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so he synchros here. I may have to torrential. It's all falling apart here. Interesting. Maybe I should have tried to go for Fortune Lady Wind to blow up all the back row, but he took it with Dust Shoot, so there's no way I could have done that. I guess maybe I should have gone for it to play around Dust Shoot first. But I was not anticipating Dust Shoot. I was actually anticipating Starlight Road. Is what I was anticipating. I think to play around Dust Shoot, I could have gone for the Wind before going for the Light normal summon or whatever the fuck I did. Or not normal summon, but compulsory. I could have saved the compulsory too. I guess it was just greedy. Oh, he's going battle phase here? Yeah, that's not going to work out for him. Oh, is this just game? This might just be game. Hold on. Take 24 and then 6? Oh, it's not game. Thankfully. I should have thought about it if it was going to be game or not, though. Yeah, he was shy by a little bit there on the math. I don't know if he has a way to burn me out. He could be playing like... That seems like a mistake. I think attacking with Wyvern makes more sense. Unless he has a pump spell here. But I'm assuming he's gonna synchro main phase 2 and make like Iron Chain. So attacking with Wyvern is just more damage. Yeah, if he had synchroed, I would have been forced to torrential. And then he could bring out Red Eyes in the M phase and he would be kind of crushing us. That's the power of return in this format. Is it's just really, really good. As it stands though, like... He makes a Yugioh Guardian. That is difficult to deal with. May have to torrential anyway. It's either torrential or get lucky with a top deck. That's the problem with Future Visions. If you start to fall behind, if your opponent can special summon big turns like this, yeesh, it's not great. Said I misplayed hard. Yeah. Yeah, this much I know. I think we might need to get lucky and top decking out. We can always summon the Cyber Valley, Chainlink 1 Future Visions, Chainlink 2 Torrential if we have to. He could go Bryonic and bounce us on Red Eyes. It's not the worst play either. He's gonna make Yugioh. Why is Red Eyes in the grave? Oh, he sacked it for Prime Material. Okay. Prime Material's interesting. Alright, draw for turn is Giant Trunade. That works, actually. That should win us the game. Right here. What an insane top deck. Oh, this deck is cool. So these are +1 level each. Hopefully he doesn't have Solemn here. That would be the one like nail in the coffin, but yeah, this wins the game. because we can bounce all our cards, and then we can then normal Cyber Valley, activate Gate, banish that and the Goyo Guardian, switch both darks to attack position, then attack for game. Whew, that was a crazy game. That was actually a crazy game. Crazy game. That was a crazy game. A lot of stuff back and forth. I think that I want a third water in this deck list, unironically. It might be better than even the Monk, but I'm not certain. He's definitely going to be on Dust Tornadoes and stuff. I think this is a matchup where a lot of things have value. Like, I think the extra different dimension gates can be really useful. Just having like sorcery removal. Soul Release might be useful. He is playing both Burial and Return, which complicate things. This might be a matchup where an extra Fortune Lady Wind will be useful as well. This could be a Beast King Barbaros matchup too, because if you banish it with Future Visions and it comes back at 3,000, that can beat over Red Eyes Darkness Metal. I'm going to cite in Heavy Storm because we're going second, as well as the additional copies of Fortune Lady Wind. They're just solid summons going second. I am going to maybe board in the second Fire. It may be useful. I don't actually think one Fire is probably fine. Let's adjust the deck based off of this. So Chaos Sorcerer, probably going to be a pass, just because he's not good into Drago, which the Dragon decks basically always play. And so Drago's going to be kind of our big issue here. We may need to bring in Lightning Vortex as well for Drago. Starlight Road may be a little weaker here, so I'm going to side it out. He can search for Heavy Storm, though, which is annoying. Trap Dust Shoot going second is not ideal. So these three cards I'm pretty confident taking out. We just need to find three more cards that are not amazing against dragons. I think Monk still has utility, but maybe not perfect here. And I think I may side out Allure because we're siding out 2 of our 6 darks. So I may side out Allure. It is still really strong to Allure banish Fortune Lady Dark though, so I may still keep it in. And then I think 1 Future Visions can probably come out going second. I think that this is probably closer to what we want. I'm not 100% on this. Allure might be better to keep in, just because it's part of our core draw engine. But, and it might be better to side out 1 dark in this matchup instead of the Chaos Sorcerer. Yeah, I am regretting my decisions, but it's fine. We can at least call the Haunted Dark, you know? So it's not the end of the world. And Dark's still like on theme with the rest of the deck. Yeah, if I'm siding out Allure, I should probably side out Dark instead of Chaos Sorcerer. There's Trunade, which is useful. I am going to set both my back row and just kind of pass. I kind of want him to commit some stuff. We may end up just dying though, so who knows. Having a slow start is not great. I'm not sold on Lightning Vortex. It might be worse than Needle Sealing in this matchup, especially because he's on Prime Material, so it may not be ideal. There's that Magna Drago again. Interesting card. We're gonna take 1400. It's interesting. It like gets under bottomless and it becomes stronger. It's kind of cool. Maybe a card I have underrated in the past. There's Return from the Different Dimension. Pretty useless. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Lightning Vortex and then Chain Call of the Haunted, targeting Fortune Lady Dark. That way we play around Bottomless Trap Hole. This is you can't Bottomless Trap Hole for Monster Summon spell speed 2 or higher. Chain Dust Tornado, target Call of the Haunted. That's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. Our hand is pretty weak. I think we lose this one for sure. I think we're just gonna pass and We're going to get more information on his deck. Hopefully not get beat to death in the meantime, but yeah, we're probably just cooked here. If he shows a red eyes, I'll probably just concede. More back row's fine. We can find Fortune Lady wins, ideally, sometime in the near future. Please, please, I need this. I'll set the return, I might as well. Oh, I should have activated this. That was stupid. Alas, what can you do? Masked Dragon. Sure. No sweepers, no Mirror Force, no Torrential, and no... I think his set monster, I'm pretty sure, is Exploder Dragon. More back row. Okay. Different Dimension Gate is not great. At this point, I've committed to not activating the future visions, and yeah, we just gotta pass. I think we might be cooked this one though, for sure, for sure. This is gonna be a really hard one to peel back. We needed to draw one of our 3 Fortune Lady Wind, or one of our 3 Fortune Lady Light, or 1 for 1, or there are a bunch of cards that we needed to draw. Okay, we've got something now. We can piece something together now. It's not like excellent, but I still have a 3rd dark in the deck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bait a Dust Tornado by going for the Future Visions. So I'm going to go activate Future Visions. Normal. Oh, he's thinking here on the Future Visions activation. Interesting. Interesting. He's thinking here. Okay, we can at least get 2 light activations this turn. Normal Summon Fortune Lady Light. Activate Future Visions. Target the Fortune Lady Light. So he's going to chain Space Saving our Future Visions. That's totally fine. This is kind of like our bait card here. Next, I'm going to use Different Dimension Gate. And the gate is going to target both the set monster and the Fortune Lady Light, I think. Yes. So I'll target the light and the set monster. I think the set monster is either Totem or Exploder Dragon here. Okay, so they both get banished. It was Exploder Dragon. I'll activate Fortune Lady Light, special summon Fortune Lady Dark, and the reason I'm doing this is because I want to get the other dark out of my graveyard, and I have Return from the Different Dimension to make some crazy shit happen. So like if he bottomlesses here, for example, he made Torrential, that may fuck us up, but if he Torrentials, I may consider chaining Return. I wonder what he's asking. He might be asking if he can bottomless it, which you absolutely can, because that's a new. It starts in a new chain, the Fortune Lady Light, so it's summon chain link 1. Yes, it is base attack. Yeah. So there's the bottomless, which is completely understandable. And now, because I have to make something happen, I am going to flip Return. And just pay half my life here. It's not a great spot to be in, but we'll make it work. Special the light, special the dark. This guy's going to get a little bit of attack. This guy's going to get a lot of bit of attack. And I'm going to declare my attacks. So Dark is going to attack the Masked Dragon. There's Mirror Force. Fortune Lady Light is then going to activate again. So Fortune Lady Light is going to activate again. Special summoning out Fortune Lady Fire, and that'll blow up his monster. And deal 1400 to him. So we were able to navigate through the back row somewhat. Oh, when this card special summon attack position. Sorry, has to be attack position. All right. I don't know. I don't fucking read anything. All right. So this has to be an attack position, and then I'll attack directly for 400 with the fire. And then see what he wants to do there. We do die to like literally anything here, but hopefully not. Hopefully we manage to get back on track with whatever it is we're able to piece together. If he's on something kind of defensive, maybe it's like a set of Totem Dragon, we can set for Fortune Lady Dark. There's Call of the Haunted. Target mass. That's got to be okay. Special red eyes is the issue. That's the big issue here. A sack for prime material. That's also okay, actually. It's actually totally chill. So this would be game, but I've got compulsory for the prime material. Problem is, now that I trunate the different dimension gate, it will give him back his Call of the Haunted. Yeah, I see no reason not to go for the dark now. I'm gonna attack for 2,000, just see if this works. Main phase 2, activate future visions, pass the turn. Hopefully this gets me stable. But so far I'm liking the deck. I do think it is cool and it has potential. And I know it's probably not like Blackwing level amazing. That's okay. Does he have Starlight Road? No. Okay. He's gonna be able to get back his Exploder Dragon and probably beat us this turn. But if not, then maybe we can top deck a comeback card. Who knows? I don't think we really have too many comeback cards left to top deck. I think we've expended our resources. Yeah, he gets returned in face down defense position. I wonder if his... I have no idea. I'm gonna be real. Whatever works, it's all the same. Yeah, it doesn't really matter here. I think you can even switch it. I should look this up. Alright, I'll look it up. I'm gonna look it up. Different dimension gate rulings. God, make me fucking look up everything. God damn it. Oh shit. Yeah, apparently it's banished face down and returns face down. Doesn't make any fucking sense to me, but that's how it works. I don't know why it would not banish face up. That doesn't make any sense, but that's what it says here. Same position they were on the field. All right. Cool. It says Edison, I guess, yeah. There goes Fortune Lady Dark. We've got a few outs. Compulsory evacuation device is one of them. Cyber Valley will buy us a turn. That's not going to do it. Let's go next. All right, cool. So, I actually think Fortune Lady Water might even be better than Fortune's Future. Anyway, I'm going to bring back in the Allure. I just think it's, like, worth doing. I also think that, like, Tragodia is kind of good. We didn't see Drago, though. That might be... Zombie World might be cash money. Hold up. I didn't even think of that. We've got a lot of good ones here. I think I'm going to bring in all my field spells going first. Dust Shoot's better going first, of course. Starlight Road is always going to be, like, solid here. Don't want to deal with Heavy Storm, really. Oh, man. This is a tricky one. I think we don't need 3 Fortune Wind going first. Barbaros seems strong enough to leave in. Gold Sark's probably a bit slow here. And then I might be off Heavy Storm going first. And then Starlight Road might be really good going first. Possibly over 1 Dark. But if I'm siding out 1 Dark, I should side out the Allure, and then I should leave in the Gold Sark for Fortune's Future sort of stuff. Is that how we want to do it? I wonder if it's ever side out Fortune's Future. We'll see. Let's just try it. Let's try it how it is. Alright, we got Barbaros, we got Fortune Lady Wind, we got Upstart Goblin. Let's fire off the Upstart Goblin. Hopefully we find Future Visions or Fortune Lady Light. That'd be nice. I'll play 2 of these. Double Compulsory. I'm not really high on this Lightning Vortex card. I think it might not be worth playing, like, in this deck at all. I'm not going to set any back row because I want Fortune Lady Wind to hit a Dust Tornado and not have any chainable situations. So, we'll pass. I also want him to think I have Gores because my hand sucks. So, I want him to think we have Gores, basically. Ooh, he has his own Upstarts. That's good news for us. We need life points. This matchup is all about life points. I think Lightning Vortex might be not good. There's the Gold Sarcophagus. He's going to search Future Fusion. That's a scary card. We don't have any Dust Tornado type effects, so we need to start overwhelming him quick. And it's not really happening. Also don't have like Space Typhoon or anything in. There's his Drago. Okay, makes sense. Drago's going to be able to connect free of charge because yeah, it stops all the battle traps. And phase he reveals Mass Dragon. He can't activate Future Fusion with Drago in play though, so that's kind of nice. Let's go ahead and activate Future Visions. Oh no, that was a mistake. That was a hella mistake. Okay. Yeah, I was supposed to summon Fortune Lady Wind first. Man. That fucking sucks. That was a huge mistake. Alright, it is what it is. Activate Future Visions, target the Barbaros. He may Dust Tornado me here. Or he should wait till this resolves. Dude, this is a huge, I'm fucking up bad. He would come back with 3k, yeah. Says fuck. Solemn Judgment. Okay. Cool. Alright. 6. So there's no Dust Tornado, which is nice. That's not nice. In this instance, it's best to set both compulsories. Just pass. I'm really not a fan of Lightning Vortex. I think we're going to make some adjustments after this game before our next match. But I just wanted to record my first trial periods of this. As long as he reveals the dragon here, we're actually big chillin'. If he lets it die, that's where things start to get bad. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. That means he can't Future Fusion us next turn, which is nice. So here we normal Wind. Chainlink 1 Visions, Chainlink 2 Wind. So Wind will go ahead and destroy the middle set. Right? And then Wind is banished. Oh, we hit a Heavy Storm. That's really good. Now we can opt in on Fortune's Future to try and draw into something that'll get us the fuck out of this situation. I think that's better than getting the Wind back next turn. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to Fortune's Future. Draw 2 cards. There's Compulsory, there's Call the Haunted. That's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. I want to Call the Haunted. And we can hold the next Compulsory, probably pitch it to Lightning Vortex. So pass the turn. Standby phase, he gets Future Fusion. You can't activate it with Drago in play. There's the Mass Dragon. That's okay by me. So he's going to talk with the Drago. I'm going to go Chainlink 1. Oh, wait. The Future Visions. I'm supposed to banish the Mass Dragon here. Chainlink 2 to Future Visions. Chain Call. Target. Bro. Barbaros. Yeah. So this summons the Barbaros. He's at his full stats. He can now crash, then activate Future Fusion. But we have the monster in play that's going to win everything. Because this beats over his whole cast. He can't Future Fusion now. Mass Dragon gets back next turn, but then we can compulse it, set him further back. Yeah, that's fine. So he'll take 1100. Even if he Future Fusions now, he doesn't get a Red Eyes this turn. Because he normaled Mass Dragon. So this is still setting pretty far back. This is going to be a really tense one. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, this is going to be a tense one. Okay, so triple Wyvern, Totem, Red Eyes. That's the stock send. That makes sense. Passes the turn. Draw for turn is Gold Sark. Pretty useless card at this point. We have a lot of ways, 3 compulsory, to defend our Barbaros. So I think at this point, the pressure's on. We kind of have to attack. He's going to Mirror Force. I'm going to compulsory target the Barbaros. Okay, this goes back to our hand. Main phase 2. I want to Sark for Trunade so I don't have to face this stupid fucking 5-headed, but I fucking lose the 5-headed because I'll get the Trunade to turn late. It might be better to hold the Sark, honestly. Because if I summon Beast King, next turn he gets Red Eyes, but then I get Beast King. We take 14 from the Masked. Okay, I'm going to summon Beast King and then Chainlink 1 Visions, see what he wants to do. Okay, so that gets banished. I'm trying to plot out the next few turns. So I Gold Sark this turn. On his turn, he goes bring out Red Eyes, bring out Mass Dragon. He hits me for 14. That's fine. On my turn, I get back the Barbaros. Still 1 turn away from the Gold Sark resolving. I actually think I'm going to hold the Gold Sark to pitch to Vortex because I'm going to use Vortex next turn. So I think I'm going to set the Compulse. I'm going to hold the Gold Sark. Because I might want to keep the Different Dimension Gate. Am I going to keep the Different Dimension Gate? I may need a Gold Sark here. Oh, this is really actually hard. This might cost me the game. That's why it's like very frustrating. Worst case scenario for us is he has Starlight Road to defend his stupid guy, and then we fucking lose to everything. We have to run over the Red Eyes and then compulse the Stardust, compulse the 5-headed, and we have Different Dimension Gate for the Masked. Okay, fuck it. We'll hold the Gold Sark. We'll hold the Gold Sark. This may be a mistake, but it's actually really difficult to figure exactly how to do this. Yeah, minimum is good. So that's turn 1 on Future Fusion. Next turn he gets 5-headed Dragon, which does beat our Barbaros. This turn he can get Red Eyes in the end phase if he wants to. Banish for his Red Eyes. He has Red Eyes now. Yeesh. Okay. It's fine. Yeah, that's good. This will force at least 1 compulsory from us. So we don't die. Or I could save both compulses. I could take both of these hits. I'm going to take both hits. This is crazy. Like, not good, but, like, crazy. But I don't really want to compulse either of these. If the Drago sticks around, then he can't bring out the 5-headed anyway. Oh, it's going to die. Okay. Okay, cool. So, end phase, Drago dies, and then he could use the Wyvern here to bring out another Red Eyes. That's kind of A-okay. Yeah, it's kind of chill. Okay. So, standby phase, that was not a good draw. Standby phase, we get the Beast King back. Main phase 1. To play around Starlight Road, I can run one over and then Vortex the other one, but I want to win the game. I am really nervous his last back row is Starlight Road, the one on the right, though. So I think I need to play around it. Like low-key. I maybe should have Gold Sarked. I didn't think of the possibility of a second Red Eyes. Oh no, I'm pitching the Gold Sark, right? No, I'm probably pitching the second Different Dimension capsule. How does this shit work? Let's see. Change Ring of Destruction to your Different Dimension gate. Only the surviving monster is removed from play when Different Dimension gate is destroyed. Oh. Hey, big think. Because I could double gate the Red Eyes. No, I can't double gate the Red Eyes. I can only gate one of the Red Eyes. Alright. Let's try and kill one of these. Deep Prison. Alright, I'll compulse target the Barbaros again. This is sketchy. I died at Starlight Road, don't I? Is there any way around this? There was no way around this. Yeah, I just don't think there was a way around this. Does he have Starlight Road? Eradicator? What the fuck? Name traps. Yeah, I'll defeat. GG's. GG's. That was a little unfortunate. I feel like I could have maybe played this a little differently. I don't know if I was ever able to beat the Red Eyes in hand. I need to rewatch this. Let's rewatch it, actually. Let's do a little analysis real quick. Because I think that this deck is interesting. I'm going to make a few changes to the deck. I think, first off, we got insanely unlucky not seeing Fortune Lady Light. I think games 2 and 3, or whatever it was. Games 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, we didn't open with it, like, at all. Or Gold Sark, or whatever. Like, we just got unlucky on top of that. But this is the one I won, right? Okay, let's go to the next game. This is the one that I lost. I think I missided in this one. Yeah, I missided. I should have calculated for the dust tornadoes coming in a little bit better. This was probably a test to missighting. Should have activated the Future Vision there, most likely. Draw the light. Okay, so there's the Future Visions. This baits the Typhoon. Activate the gate, banish the set and the light. This obviously should have been banished face down. We know that now. Not that it would have mattered. I could have used light to attack into the set monster. That might have actually been a better play. Okay, yeah. So if we go light, attack the Exploder Dragon blows up the light. The light activates, we get another light, and then we Dimension Gate the Mass Dragon. That's a misplay, for sure. Yeah, because I did read it was Exploder Dragon if you watch it back. This gets the dark, he bottomlesses the dark. I'm forced to return now. I wouldn't have had to do this. Yeah, I wouldn't have had to do this play. This plays into Mirror Force. Light activates, gets the fire and attack, because it has to be an attack to blow up. And then we attack for 400. But this whole game is shifted because of this. Because I'm so low now from having to use the return, I can't True Nade back my D-Gate. Call of the Haunted, target Mass Dragon. Sack for Prime Material. We've got the compulsory for this. On our turn, we draw into Future Visions. Not a great draw. Sack for Dark, attack for 2k, activate Future Visions, pass. And then he just rips Heavy Storm off the top. Unfortunate. Yeah, and the Exploder Dragon would have never been better. I mean, he would have been able to get the Mass Dragon back. I think this Heavy Storm was beating us no matter what. Because I would have committed further into it. But we would have had better positional resources, and yeah, I might not have even been forced to D-Gate that early. We wouldn't have paid as much life points that early or whatever. Yeah. That was an interesting game. I think the Heavy Storm was going to beat us no matter what. Maybe we should never side out Starlight Road because of that reason alone. This game, we drew Lightning Vortex, which I'm actually going to take out of the deck. I think it's not good. As I'm playing this deck, I'm noticing the definite need for, like, back row and not this type of card. So, like, even Needle Sealing would be better than Lightning Vortex, but yeah, so here comes the Summon Drago. Drago's obviously insane against our deck. Passes the turn back. Here's Future Visions, normal Beast King. He's going to Solemn the Beast King, set, pass, take another 19. We can't ever get rid of this stupid Drago because he has the Sark for Future Fusion, so if we get rid of the Drago, then Future Fusion just works. Maybe I need something to deal with specifically Drago on the sideboard. Able to blow up his Heavy Storm, which is nice, and we did find the Call of the Haunted, which kept us in this game. So this is where things get, I think, kind of interesting. Summons the Mass Dragon. We go banish the Mass, chain call for the Barbaros. Maybe I could have taken 19 here. Let's see. I take 19, he can't Future Fusion. Yeah, I take 19, he can't Future Fusion if he reveals. Or he has to kill his own Drago end phase. But either way, he can't Future Fusion this turn. So we take 19. On our turn, we draw. If he reveals, okay, let's assume he reveals. So he can't Future Fusion. He's at 5,000. Let's assume he reveals. We draw a Gold Sark. I can go compulsory on his guy, or I can go Lightning Vortex, pitch Gold Sark, chain Call of the Haunted, bring out Barbaros under Bottomless, hit for 3,000. He drops to 2,000. Pass to him. He goes. I set the third compulsory. He goes Future Fusion. He would have Mirror Forced. I compulsory the Beast King. I summon the Beast King again. It gets banished. I set the second compulsory. Pass to his turn. I'm at however low. He activates Future Fusion. He's got Red Eyes in hand. He's got whatever he draws this turn, which was, I don't know. So he's at 5,000 still. Because he would have Mirror Force on the Barbaros stack. He draws D-Prison. So he activates Future Vision this turn. He gets his guys out. Then he has fucking Eradicator anyway. And I'm out my Vortex. But maybe my Sark is resolving. Maybe it buys me enough time. But I didn't have the Sark at the time of doing the Call of the Haunted play to not take the damage. I still think buying myself the turn to not use the Future Fusion might have been the better play. Anyway, I'm going to get another match with this because it's really interesting. It's like a unique deck. I got some messages in the Discord from some people. I think there's something going on here. I think that there's something with this deck that's good. I'm going to make a few adjustments. I'm going to go ahead and make a few adjustments. Because I think it's legit. I think it's legit. So we're gonna go Fortune Lady Water. I think we want a third one. I think it's actually really good. I think I'm not really high on Chaos Sorcerer, weirdly enough. And I'm not super high on Monk. I do like Fortune Lady Wind. I think it's like a nice little play. I think out of the sideboard, I'm not a big fan of Lightning Vortex. I think just having stuff like Bottomless Trap Hole would be better overall. So I just want one of those. Heavy Storm for going second is interesting. I'm not super locked in on that idea. I do like siding the additional Fortune Lady guys. I did like the Barbaros. He seemed pretty strong. I do like Starlight Road quite a bit for just Heavy Storm. Maybe I want Solemn for Heavy Storm. Man, losing life points with this deck really feels bad. I do think we want 3 water, because once we get going, water's the best thing, right? Maybe not. This is such an interesting deck. It's hard to get everything right. I think different Dimension Gate might need to be a one of, weirdly enough. I think it's mostly like we're just leaning into Future Visions and Light dying of natural causes. And then I think we just use the Solemn Judgment. I really do like different Dimension Gate, though. I want to play more than one copy of it. Ah, man, it's got to be a 2 of. It's got to be a 2 of. It can't not be a 2 of. It might not be a 3 of in the board. We might not side the third. We might just play 2. It's hard to get this right? Because like we're sort of pioneering a strategy. If we chop a lure, we could technically cut a dark, but I like having the third dark. It does come up. It came up for us in those matches. And I like having more wins, honestly. Just maybe not against like frogs and stuff. Wind with Future Visions is awkward once they board in the Dust Tornadoes. I think Bottomless is pretty strong. I think I want to play at least 2 in the side. Secret Village of the Spellcasters seems kind of stupid. I'm going to cut it for Bottomless Trap Hole. Like, Secret Village is just there for, like, Dragon Turbo, but, like, whatever. If we face Dragon Turbo, like, alright, you got me. What do you want? Like, I'm probably not beating them with or without Secret Village, if we're being honest. Maybe Secret Village is nice to have. Maybe it's Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer. Maybe Soul Release is all we need. Alright, Secret Village stays. Secret Village stays. It's kind of a cool card. And having free wins is kind of cool, so we'll leave Secret Village in. So Secret Village stays, Bottomless, Double Bottomless, and Solemn getting added to the board to help defend us against stupid bullshit. And then, that's it. We're just going to game from there. We're going to fucking duel. We're going to play against someone. Okay, hold on, let me ping the Discord real quick, because everyone is apparently like, oh, I can play in an hour. I'm like, bro, I don't need it. I need to play now. Alright, we dueling. You know what we're doing. Cool. This deck is cool. I don't know if it's good, but it's certainly cool. Alright, let's get this game going. Hopefully someone from the Discord is down in the next 15 seconds. If not, I'm just going to host and get a random. Even people are not playing today. Everyone's hosting. Nobody's playing. Interesting. I think this is a unique deck. And I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. We got error. Good luck, have fun. I pick rock. Okay, he's gonna pick paper. He's gonna pick paper. There's no way he's not going paper now. Fucking bitch. God damn it. You gotta be kidding me. He picked everything but paper. Oh, man. We've got light, but it's at a heavy cost, so we'll see how this one plays out. Card Trooper. Mills 3. He's playing 42 cards, so it's probably Amaryllis. Or he's just bad at building decks, which is fine. It is Amaryllis. Alright, cool. This matchup doesn't seem great. Alright, 1-for-1 might be ass, I fear. I need another monster in hand before I can do anything. I'm gonna activate Future Visions and then pass. I need him to like fucking mess up or something. And like do something. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying. Taking 19 is not exactly ideal. Trade in, pitch Amaryllis. This matchup's probably terrible because they just special summon everything, so Future Visions doesn't affect them at all. Secret Village might be good here, though. And the Kaiku that I just cut. God damn it. You can't side for everything. It's so annoying. I'm gonna draw Allure of Darkness next turn. I'm gonna be rewarded for waiting. It's also set cards. Just summoned. It's normal summon. Not normal set. Just normal summoned. So if you set a Raikou, you're fine. That's not summoned. That's set. Yeah. It's normal summoned or normal set. Yu-Gi-Oh's so dumb. Alright, sets monster, mills 3 with Card Trooper. Let's chill. Cyber Valley and Chaos Sorcerer. Jesus Christ. Alright, passes a turn. We draw another Future Visions. That's really unlucky. He didn't bring out the Amaryllis, which is interesting. Alright. It's 1-for-1. Pitch Fortune Lady Dark. We just need to make a play happen. So special summons Fortune Lady Light. 200. So now I can compulse the Fortune Lady Light. Returns the hand. Declare the effect. Special summon Fortune Lady Dark from the deck. So this becomes 2000. Normal summon Fortune Lady Light. Activate Future Visions. Target Fortune Lady Light. Banish it. Activate the effect. Special summon Fortune Lady Water. Draw 2 cards. Everything is kind of shaping up pretty nice. Alright. Effect to draw 2. So we're piecing stuff together now. We found another light, so I'm pretty happy going for the Fortune's Future. Return the light to the graveyard. Draw 2 new cards. Drew into Gold Sark and Upstart Goblin. I am going to Upstart Goblin. I would like to find different dimension gate. There's Mirror Force. That is a fucking incredible draw. Holy shit. That is a very fucking good draw. Gold Sark now is going to get me probably the gate, honestly. So I'm going to go Gold Sark, grab the gate, and then we'll go Battle Phase. How does this Fortune Lady Dark work when it destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard? Sick. Okay, so we're going to get some fucking insane chains going on right now. This deck is cool, actually. I'm feeling it. Once you get going, once you get Fortune Lady Light, it's really cool. The problem are the games where you just don't fucking get that and you just can't do anything. So this is gonna activate. This is gonna special summon Fortune Lady Dark because you can just use these to bring each other back. Alright. This is gonna attack the set monster as well. So if Ryko doesn't pop the Future Visions, it's going to have to pop Future Visions. Beautiful for me. Activate Fortune Lady Dark. That's going to special summon out Fortune Lady Light from my graveyard. This is fucking nice. And I have another Future Visions too. So like, we can actually cook him here. So this is 1400 direct. It's not a lot of damage. If he has Gores too, it's pretty bad for us. But all things considered, we made out kind of like a bandit here. We've got Starlight Road for the defense. This may be a double Starlight Road deck. I think you might just need to see Starlight Road. But with all the draw power, it's like you're going to see it pretty often. Like we're already 16 cards through our deck right here. He can turtle up for sure, but the darks are going to start applying a lot of pressure. Along with the fire. Because next turn I can go for fire. And then blow up an Amaryllis, burn him for 22, and then probably just game shot him. Maybe this matchup isn't that bad. No. No. Visions is mandatory. Chain link 1. You don't retain priority. Visions is mandatory. Chain link 1. You can't activate. Yeah. Yeah. So like when Lila is summoned, let's say you had an on summon effect like stumbling or whatever, that makes it so you can't activate your effect. Priority only exists in an open game state on the summon. You want to take back play? Sure. You can take it back. Sure. We're both testing here. I'll let him take it back. This is a fucking weird interaction. I think we may win this game. Miracle Fertilizer. Regardless, yeah. This is fine. I think we may win this game regardless. I am not too worried. Okay. Bring back Titanium. He's not going to activate it? Or attack? There's no way he's not going to attack here. Interesting. He's not going to attack. Okay. Standby phase. These all gain 1 level. So these become 2400. This guy becomes 1500. And this matters because it does give us lethal. This guy becomes 400, I believe. So main phase 1. If he uses Titanium to negate Future Vision, that's a pretty smart play. But it's not going to. It's not gonna work. So I'm gonna normal Fortune Lady Light. Activate Future Visions, target Fortune Lady Light. Okay, Fortune Lady Light is gonna get banished. Fortune Lady Light is gonna activate. This matchup's gonna be miserable. He has Skill Drain post board. I'm just thinking about that. Holy shit, Skill Drain is gonna be impossible to win through. Fortune Lady Fire. Fortune Lady Fire is gonna activate, target Titanial. 100. He said GG. Can't do. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Sick. We actually got a dub. This matchup is gonna be terrible. I'll just be honest. We can't win ever, but I'm gonna try. I damn well will try. Ooh, Secret Village of the Spellcasters. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, I'm gonna try. Dust Shoot seems kind of pointless. Monk seems kind of pointless. I don't think we're gonna be able to keep guys around that easily. It's gonna be similar to last game, how we win, if we win. The importance of the field spells is definitely there, especially Future Visions. It's the tough part is with Zombie World and Secret Village, we can't also upkeep Future Visions. So it's like they can just Lila pop. Maybe Secret Village because of Lila's ass. Maybe, yeah. Maybe we just have to be a Future Visions deck. Maybe we can never really afford to do Zombie World, Secret Village stuff. Maybe we have to go anti-spell fragrance. In any case, I'm going to side out all 3 Upstart Goblins because I don't want to give them life points. And if I have the opportunity to close out a game with Barbaros or like with a dark into dark play, I want to just close out the game with that play. Like, I don't want to like think about it too much. Dueling Book is just not working here. Additionally, I could get Tragodia in here. Tragodia is pretty good in this deck. There's some really interesting cards. I just got disconnected. Obviously, you can't win a game without getting disconnected. That's just how it goes. I think my side deck is not optimized for sure. I definitely need to do some side deck optimization with this. All right, there's Card Trooper. Mills 3 pass. Hits a lone fire. All right. Let's allure. Hopefully we draw into Fortune's Future. Not quite, but we drew some bangers. We drew some bangers, folks. Is it Watergate the Card Trooper, or do we save that? I think we save that play. I think we just kill the Card Trooper. I think we just kill it. So he'll take 800. He'll draw his card. I set Torrential Road Return. And I think we are torrentialing everything that includes the word Titanial. Anything other than that, we're probably just letting happen. I could have gone for the gate play this turn. Heavy Storm. Happily Starlight Road there. He can Mark of the Rose me here. That would suck. 1 for 1. Sure. Pitching Amaryllis. So Amaryllis gets in the grave. This is going to be for Cyber Valley. Might be a Mark of the Rose sort of deal. If it's just a defensive Cyber Valley, I think we win next turn. What is this new card? Did he just not 1-for-1? No target? It summons from hand, too. Do you have no targets in hand? Oh, he must have sided him out. Crazy. Alright, standby phase. This gains a level. Gains some attack. Fortune Lady Light is literally always a good draw. Literally always. Do you summon it? That's the real question. Do we summon it? I think we do, just because, like, if we Torrential, it gets us a summon from the deck, which is pretty cool. And it's just a little bit of extra damage. You never know. It might end up mattering. Mirror Force. Stardust negates. I'm trying to think, like, is it better to let them all die and then get a dark in exchange for all my cards? It's more damage if I do that, actually. It might have been better to do that. But this way, our Torrential can float into a dark, too. So I think, like, it's more damage, but it's... Yeah, I don't know. Here comes trade-in, pitching the Amaryllis, draws 2. That's totally fine. Skill Drain is really public enemy in this matchup. Like, that's the card that, like, we can't ever beat. And he draws a lot of cards, so the chances of him seeing Skill Drain are very high. I may need Dust Tornadoes just for Skill Drain. Like, Space Typhoon, Dust Tornado just for Skill Drain. It's going to target the return with priority. That plays around Torrential here, unfortunately. I can still Torrential. I think I'm going to Torrential. Kill everything. The light will miss timing. Because Lila's Chainlink 1. But I think it's better for me to have the gate water. Like, he'll go Amaryllis, summon Amaryllis. We go gate the water, return back everything, draw 2. I think is pretty good. So I'll normal water. Activate gate, target Amaryllis, and target the water. Okay, it's going to banish both. Then I'll return from the different dimension. Pay half. This might be stupid. I just really want to draw 2. This might have been really complicated. I could have just attacked her with the Amaryllis. Yeah, actually, no, this was really dumb. I'm like doing this the worst way, because Dark gets me a draw 2 because I have a water in the grave anyway. This is really stupid. I actually am punting this game. I don't deserve to win this one. Oh. This activates. Yeah, this activates to draw 2. Okay, we drew into Terraforming, Fortune Lady Dark. Okay, so we drew into Fortune Lady Dark, which is good-ish. I think we should... Torrential Mirror Force is gone? Mirror Force is gone. So, fuck it. I'll sack water for Dark now. My son is 2,000 attack. Or my daughter, I guess. We attack for 4,000. We are going to lose one of the Darks in the end phase. Attack for another 2k. Main phase 2. Terraforming. Go get the Future Visions. Activate. Set compulsory. In phase. Banish the dark. I played this game terribly. That was really stupid. I could have ended with much more there. That was really, really stupid on my part. I should have just saved the gate, just return the dark, attack over the Amaryllis, drop to 32, special summon the water, Lightning Vortex, pitching Dandelion. Should I return that or compulse that? No, probably not. Okay. It's 2 tokens here. Return from the different dimension. That can only get Lone Fire, but we lose that, so I'll just admit here. Yeah, I punted that game. I should have played that a little better, but no worries. I'm not sure if he's on Skill Drain or not. Secret Village does seem decent. I like the upstarts and the dust shoot a lot more going first. Yeah, I think the gate might actually be one of the weaker cards. It's like Weaken Delilah. Needle Ceiling is a little worse going first. This guy is not that good going first. He kind of gives us grind game, but like we don't really need grind game. Like we'll get ahead. We'll get ahead if we're gonna get ahead. You know what I'm saying? Fortune Lady Wind might be okay here too, as a way to just like compound pressure in like some of our softer hands. I think because we're going first, we're gonna swap the Wind for the Heavy Storm. And then it's a matter of if we want upstarts to like consistently see the visions light. Turn 1 setup. And if we do, how are we going to approach that? I think we're going to go cut compulsory for an upstart. Try to fit in 1 or 2 more upstarts here and there. How many darks are we down to? I've cut all of my darks except Fortune Lady Dark. I'm going to cut Allure of Darkness. While it was really good that game, I think upstart is just going to be a little bit more consistent at finding us what we want to find. And then True Nade, I think, can come out against the Miracle Fertilizer deck going first. So, yeah, this looks better. This looks like a better configuration for us going first. I could be missing stuff. Like, I'm sure Solemn Judgment is probably great. Like, you just Solemn trade in, you probably win. Zombie World is probably really strong, too, if you can defend it. But I think this will work. Zombie World shuts off Mark and Lone Fire, so that's, like, pretty good. And Titanial, too. Alright, no light, but we have a pretty good start, so I'm going to Future Visions. I'm going to hold the Terraforming because it can become Secret Village or it can become the other card. I'll just pass. If he has Lila, it'll be Chainlink 1 Future Vision, Chainlink 2 Bottomless. Just passes a turn, that's chill. Mirror Force, that's hella good too. I'll just set that, pass the turn. This might be why this is 2-road deck. I need to find a guy. Light would be the best one, obviously. Yeah, Light would be goated. I'll take Wind. I'll take it. Chainlink 1 Visions, Chainlink 2 Wind. So it blows up the back row. Chain, target the Future Visions. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. There goes the Future Visions. So our character is 900. We get attack into potential known gores. Don't hate that idea. I also don't hate the idea of getting the Secret Village of the Spellcasters online and then just playing Defend the Castle. Let's just see what he's about here. Let's go for 900. Is there gores? No? Cool. Terraforming. Get Secret Village. And then activate that. We have 3 monster defense cards and we'll pass. He can't use spell cards now. So no trade-ins, no none of that shit. No Miracle Fertilizers, no Lightning Vortex, no Foolish Burial, no 1-for-1, no Brain Control, no Mark of the Rose, no DDR, no... None of that stuff. Most of his deck is spell cards. I think it's like 18 cards they play is spell cards. Space Typhoon Heavy, none of that stuff. So I think that we're kind of in a good position here. And then the Fortune Lady Wind will keep leveling up every turn. The worst card for us to see is probably Card Trooper. I may be forced to Mirror Force that. The best card for us to see, or the best thing for us to see, is probably just a pass. Gale. That is okay. So that freezes Fortune Lady Wind, I believe, at 450. Attack. I just Mirror Force this. I don't like dealing with this. He only has so many outs to monsters, right? I think this freezes it. Or I think it like gains 300. I don't know how the fuck this works. Standby phase, we're gonna get 1, so it's going to go up to 7. I think it goes up by to 750, if I remember correctly. Are equal to his level? I think. I don't know how this works. I'm gonna look this up. Because I'm not sure how it works. Gale versus Fortune Lady. Alright, here we go. Let's see what's up. Tax stays 750, regardless of any level changes. The Wendy's effects have already been permanently overridden by Gales. That doesn't make any fucking sense. But we're gonna go ahead and just go with that. Actually, it will not gain attack. It is permanently stuck. Okay. Perfect. So that happened. I'm pretty chill on going light into water. So I'm gonna normal light. Go compulse on the light. To hands. Activate. This will special summon water. Water will activate. We'll draw 2. Do light fire. Jesus, that's ass. That's not good. We've got bottomless still for one more turn of defense, so I'm not too worried. If he has Gores now, I am fucking owned. Top deck Gores, I guess. I don't know. We can bounce the Gores. I'm trying to think of anything else we could do here. This is why I don't love Secret Village. Yeah, we can compulse the Gores. No, we already used compulse. We just lose our board and then we can't use spell cards. That's unfortunate. Pass turn. That is fucking unfortunate. He didn't drop it last turn too. Like, is there a world in which he was baiting our back row? With the Gale? Maybe. Doesn't make a lot of sense. I guess he would bait Mirror Force with Gale. Yeah, no, that kind of makes sense. It's possible he just top decked the Gores. We're gonna look and see. I don't think it's entirely unlikely he top decked the Gores. The fact that he's not using any spells is kind of nice. I don't have a great way to deal with this. I think we need to get fire into the grave. I think it's set fire, set call, pass the turn. I'm gonna try to get out of this somehow. I'm not sure how. He didn't use any spell cards, so I didn't feel like I needed to summon a spellcaster here. There goes fire. I'll take 1200 here. That's truly unfortunate, but what can you do? He can really fucking own us if he knows how this deck works. If he has a discard trap here. I'm not impressed with Secret Village. So far, it's felt bad, actually. If it had been a Future Visions, it would have been better in every sense. Because then we could just keep proccing light every turn. I think this card should not be in the deck. I'm going to be honest. Personally. I'm going to go with Barbaros to try and force some back row. And try to run over the token. See if he wants to stop that. He does not. Interesting. Huh. Wonder why. Take 900 here. Alright. Draw for turn is another Fortune's Future. This card's also been like kind of weirdly bad, but that's just because we got Secret Village up and not the Future Visions. So let's normal summon Fortune Lady Light. This shuts off his Space Typhoons from hitting our Call of the Haunted. It's most likely just discard traps, so there's really nothing we can do to get a Chain Link 1 here, unfortunately, to play around bottomless. Alternatively, we could call Water to try and draw 2 and get out of this situation that way. I think it's just got to be Call Barbaros. This will lose to bottomless too, but the fact that I think that he may not have bottomless is factoring in, I suppose. Battle phase, attack. That's just gonna work. You know, maybe my opponent just doesn't know what this does and thinks that he can't use his spell cards. And those are all spell cards. If only you control a spellcaster monster, your opponent cannot activate spell cards. No. We're bottomlessing the fuck out of that. Get that shit out of here. You know what? Maybe he just thinks he couldn't use his spell cards. Or maybe he was that bricked. He might have DDR or return. Like stuff he was trying to set up for. Return works. Return gets him in this game. Like pretty easily. That's the big one. Yeah, return's scary. He definitely could be sitting on some sort of return shenanigans. That's not something we can easily deal with, unfortunately. He's just gonna pass. What the fuck? Standby phase, we get a level. So our guy goes to 400. Has he used Mirror Force? He hasn't yet, right? We can just attack with both. Like pretty freely, actually. What the fuck? Main phase 2, Normal Valley? Yeah, maybe he just doesn't understand how Secret Village works. Is that just the case? Ain't no way. I'm going to target Fortune Lady Light because I just think he doesn't understand how it works. Draw 2. Activate Fortune's Future. Put the light in the grave. Draw 2. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You're right. You're right. Activate, and I think it was, or no, it was, hold on. I think, let me get log. All right. What did I draw? I would have lost this game. So you pointed at Needle Ceiling, pointed at Fortune Lady Light in opponent's hand. No, that's not it. I drew Needle Ceiling, drew Bottomless Trap Hole. Okay. Fuck. That's not what I wanted to copy. I just wanted to copy this. Okay. This goes back to the hand. Bottomless Trap Hole and Needle Ceiling will go. I actually have to leave soon. I'm noticing this game is taking way too long. So these will be returned. And then I'll just pass. All right. This light is banished still. There's return. We probably lose to that, I think. I don't know. Guess we'll find out. He had it last turn. Why didn't he go for it? I don't know what he was waiting for. Lila's gonna activate. That's gonna break something. I'm not sure what it's gonna break here. Oh, call? Okay, there goes the Beast King. He dies. Goodbye, Beast King. I should probably be playing more of him. He seems like a credible threat. Maybe 2 of him is good. Especially with the future visions. Yeah, I've been playing these games like ass, but like I said, I've never played this deck, and we're kind of feeling it out. And I'm not a fan of Secret Village. I think if we just go full future visions control, it's really, really good. Okay, normal valley. What? Why wouldn't you banish the valley and the lights? Maybe he doesn't want to die. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, now we can normal light. Wait, what happened to my light? Why is my light not banished? It should be banished. Right? Now I can activate Fortune Future. Put the light in the grave. Draw 2. Draw Gold Sark bottomless. Okay. And then I'll just attack the Cyber Valley. He can draw a card. That's chill. If it's 2, I can Gold Sark for... Maybe I should have done this first. But I was going to Gold Sark for... Water? Dark? Gold Sark for light, I guess. That makes the most sense. It's the least likely for me to want. Activate Fortune's Future again. I should have done this first. I'm like not paying attention because I have to text people and tell them I'm late. God damn it. God damn it. I don't want to give him brain control life, so I'm just going to set bottomless trap hole and pass the turn. Alright, hopefully we just win. Hopefully you can't use spell cards and we just win. But, I don't know. We shall see. Be pretty crazy if we were able to come out on top here. Alright, there's Lone Fire Blossom. That effect is going to have to be okay. We can win this off the back of fucking... I don't even know. Dandelion. Interesting. Shit, alright. That is not what I was expecting. Amaryllis comes back. Okay, he's going to try to burn me out. Standby phase, we get a level. This goes up in attack points. I don't think that's going to work in his favor, though, because we have fire in the grave. So I can sack for... dark. Yeah, so I can sack light for dark. Maybe I should have winded and blown up both his back row first. I'm getting greedy because I literally have to leave and Dueling Book is lagging and it's making me fucking impatient. I can also Gold Sark Fortune's Future here to guarantee it, and I'm just playing like a fucking lazy idiot. Holy shit. Dueling Book is so laggy. Oh my god. The best play here is Summon Fortune Lady, win, pop both, run over both, or leave one of his guys, probably the Dandelion, run over the Amaryllis, pass the turn, and then try to burn him out with fire next turn. But I'm impatient and I have to leave, so I am going to try to do this right now. So Dark attacks Dandelion. He'll get 2 tokens. Dark will activate. Special summon Fire. Fire will activate and destroy the Amaryllis and burn it for 22 for game. Holy shit! We should have lost this game by all means, but we ended up winning. So, alas, we were able to take a victory in probably an unwinnable matchup with Fortune Ladies. I think this deck is wild game. What? He had skill drain the whole time? Huh. He had skill drain the whole time? What? What? Oh, wait. I gotta go. Thank you guys again for selling out the event. I'll see you guys in the next vid. Peace.